Hey guys, what's up? I'm Double X and I'm here to review Hardcore Henry. So Hardcore Henry is a Russian-American film that first appeared at the Toronto International Film Festival back in September of last year. And it's directed by this person right here. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce this Russian name and I don't want to butcher it, so there you go. We start our movie off with a main character named Henry, who wakes up from after almost being killed. He's found that he has some cybernetic implants and is pretty much a cyborg at this point. He then meets a woman that claims to be his wife, and she explains that Henry was in a horrible tragedy and that he ends up getting fixed with new mechanical parts, and the fact that he has some technology that another person wants so badly. Said person storms into the facility and shows himself as Akon, a white-haired villain with crazy eyes. After shit hits the fan, Henry is wounded and his wife is taken away. Luckily, there is help in the form of Jimmy, a man who promises Henry to give him all the answers he needs, with the promise of fighting Akon's men just so they can get to his headquarters and get back his wife. Oh, and did I mention this entire film is shot in the first-person perspective? 'Cause it is. From beginning to end, this entire film is shot within Henry's point of view. So really, the viewer is getting sucked into the film as if they themselves are Henry. Which is pretty damn great, actually. Not gonna lie, this movie got me hooked immediately when I saw the trailer. I mean, this is essentially a video game movie without being based off a video game. I really do like the acting and presence in this entire film. It almost feels like you're walking through the streets of Russia, along with the woods and backlands and all other places. It is quite raunchy at times. I mean, there's a scene at a gentleman's bar, so expect some TNA at some point. But the action and the direction this film went was really well done. I mean, wow, the action was so awesome. I also like the character Jimmy because he really is very interesting once you see what his motivation is and how he does all this crazy stuff. I won't spoil what he does, but trust me, it does play more into the whole video game aspect. Though I will have to admit there are two gripes about the film that I want to address. First off is Akon. Now, don't get me wrong, Akon is a cliche megalomaniac, egotistical douchebag, but I love him for it because he just looks so menacing. But I'm very curious to know what he is as opposed to who he is. What I mean that is because he has some certain, say, skills that aren't really explained in the film, and I always wondered, like, well, how did he get those skills and abilities? They don't really explain that. And two, I feel like the ending was a little bit abrupt. Now, that may just be me wanting to see this film just a little bit longer because I was loving every minute of the action unfolding. But yeah, I guess there are some points in thinking maybe the ending could have been shot a little bit better, maybe give a little bit more exposition, or other cases, maybe it was a perfect ending, I don't know, I just didn't want it to end in general. Bottom line, this movie has a setup story that's kind of remind me of RoboCop, but plays out like an FPS game. In fact, one critic described this film as a mix between Jason Bourne, Captain America, and Call of Duty, and you know what? I could not express how perfect that sums up the entire film. Hardcore Henry is great. Thanks again for watching, guys. Be sure to check out some of my other videos. As always, I'm Double X, and I will see you next time.